Anarchy represents a society without a formal government or ruling authority. It relies on voluntary cooperation and decentralized decision-making. Historical examples include parts of ancient Greece and Iceland. While often misunderstood as chaos, proponents argue that anarchy fosters individual freedom and autonomy. Aristocracy places power in the hands of a privileged ruling class, typically based on hereditary status or wealth. Historical examples include ancient Greece and feudal Europe. Aristocracies can lead to elitism and inequality, with power concentrated among the nobility. Authoritarianism. Authoritarian regimes prioritize state control over individual freedoms, often through oppressive measures and limited political dissent. Examples include North Korea, China under Mao Zedong. Authoritarianism suppresses opposition and dissent, maintaining power through fear and coercion. Bureaucracy. Bureaucracies are characterized by hierarchical structures and standardized procedures for decision-making and administration. Examples include Indonesia, Malaysia. Modern governments and large corporations often exhibit bureaucratic tendencies. While efficient in some respects, bureaucracies can be criticized for their rigidity and inefficiency. Confederations are voluntary associations of independent states that delegate certain powers to a central authority while retaining sovereignty. Examples include the European Union, EU, Swiss Confederation. Confederations balance centralized coordination with local autonomy, fostering cooperation among member states. Colonialism. Colonialism involves the domination and exploitation of one country by another for economic, political, and cultural gain. Examples include British Empire, Spanish colonization of the Americas. Colonialism has had profound and lasting effects on colonized societies, shaping their institutions and identities. Communism advocates for a classless society where the means of production are owned collectively, and wealth is distributed according to need. Examples include Soviet Union, People's Republic of China under Mao Zedong. Communism aims for equality and social justice, but has often resulted in authoritarian rule and economic inefficiency. Corporatocracy. Corporatocracy refers to a system where corporations, rather than elected officials, wield significant influence over government policies and decisions. Examples include lobbying and corporate interests in many Western democracies and military-industrial complex in the United States. Critics argue that corporatocracy undermines democracy and prioritizes profit over public welfare. Democracy empowers citizens to participate in decision-making through voting and representation. Examples include United States, Canada, Australia. Democracy values inclusivity and accountability, but challenges such as voter apathy and political polarization persist. Electocracy. Electocracy is a system where political power is derived primarily through elections, often with limited political freedoms and competition. Examples include Russia, where elections are held but opposition faces significant barriers. Electocracies may provide a semblance of democracy, but restrictions on political competition and freedom can undermine their legitimacy. Fascism. Fascism is an authoritarian ideology characterized by dictatorial power, extreme nationalism, and suppression of dissent. Examples include Nazi Germany, Italy under Mussolini. Fascism suppresses individual freedoms and glorifies the state in pursuit of national unity and strength. Federalism divides power between a central government and constituent political units such as states or provinces. Examples include United States, Canada, Germany. Federalism allows for local autonomy while maintaining national cohesion, accommodating diverse interests and identities. Feudalism is a hierarchical system where land is held in exchange for military or labor services, with power decentralized among lords and vassals. Examples include medieval Europe, feudal Japan. Feudalism was characterized by personal loyalties and obligations, shaping social and economic relationships for centuries. Imperialism involves the extension of a nation's authority over other territories through conquest, colonization, or economic dominance. Examples include British imperialism in India, European colonization of Africa. Imperialism often leads to exploitation and cultural assimilation of colonized peoples, leaving lasting legacies of power dynamics. Meritocracy Meritocracy allocates power and resources based on individual merit, talent, or achievement. Examples include Singapore, where educational attainment and performance determine access to opportunities. Meritocracy aims for fairness and efficiency, but can perpetuate inequalities if opportunities for advancement are unequal. Military dictatorship. Military dictatorship is a form of government where the military holds significant power and controls the political leadership. Examples include Myanmar, where the military seized power in a coup in 2021. Military dictatorships often arise during times of instability or conflict, prioritizing security over civil liberties. Monarchy. Monarchy is a system of government where a single individual, typically a king or queen, holds supreme authority, often by hereditary right. Examples include the United Kingdom, where King Charles III serves as the constitutional monarch. Monarchies vary in their powers, ranging from absolute monarchies with unlimited authority to constitutional monarchies with limited powers. Oligarchy. Oligarchy is a system of government where power is concentrated in the hands of a small group of elites, often based on wealth, family ties, or military control. Examples include Russia, where an influential group of oligarchs wields significant political and economic influence. Oligarchies can perpetuate inequality and marginalize the interests of the broader population, leading to social unrest and instability. Plutocracy. Plutocracy is a system where political power is held by the wealthy elite, who exert influence through economic means. Examples include the United States, where campaign finance laws and lobbying allow affluent individuals and corporations to shape policy. Plutocracy can undermine democratic principles by prioritizing the interests of the wealthy over the general population. Socialism. Socialism advocates for collective ownership of the means of production and distribution of goods, aiming for social equality and cooperation. Examples include Sweden, where high taxes fund comprehensive welfare programs and public services. Socialism prioritizes social welfare and equality, but can face challenges in achieving economic efficiency and innovation. Technocracy. Technocracy advocates for governance by technical experts or professionals, prioritizing scientific knowledge and expertise in decision-making. No historical or contemporary examples exist, as technocracy remains a theoretical concept. Technocracy raises questions about the balance between expertise and democratic accountability in governance structures. Totalitarianism. Totalitarianism is an extreme form of authoritarianism where the state seeks to control all aspects of public and private life, often through propaganda, surveillance, and repression. Examples include Nazi Germany under Adolf Hitler, Soviet Union under Joseph Stalin. Totalitarian regimes suppress dissent and individual freedoms, exerting total control over society in pursuit of ideological purity and power. Tribalism. Tribalism refers to a system where loyalty and identity are primarily based on kinship, ethnicity, or shared cultural ties, often leading to divisions and conflicts between different groups. Examples include various tribal societies in Africa, the Middle East, and indigenous communities worldwide.